Now, your local weather with the KX Storm Team.
Well, it's 6:47 on your Friday morning. Welcome back.
Okay, we were saying, I can't remember a time where roads were closed as long as they have been in this case. I guess the wind just didn't let up yesterday.
Yeah, and you know, same thing was said by our own chief meteorologist, Tom Schrader. He's been here for 22 years. He said,
Sure.
I can't remember roads staying this closed and this many closed for so long. You know, and of course that's been because of the winds. The winds have died down significantly, and now we've got a pretty quiet forecast this morning. In fact, if you look at the satellite and radar, it's pretty quiet. We do have a little snow coming down the pike from the northwest. This will make its way towards our neck of the woods more early tomorrow morning. It's really not going to be too much in the way of accumulation. Here's that large system really losing its steam as it's moving through southern Canada right now. Still giving some snow to some areas, but nothing like what we saw yesterday. And the wind speeds have certainly died quite a bit. So crews are out digging folks out of the east and really getting those roads back up. 94 east of Bismarck looking to more than likely reopen at some point soon. Wind speeds out of the northwest and west here around 10 to 15, up to around 18 in Minot. You'll feel that, but certainly not windy at all. Not enough to even blow the snow around. 18 in Linton right now, 16 in Harvey, 23 in Minot, 13 in Dickinson. Not a bad start to the morning, and the temperatures today are back into the upper 20s and the low 30s. Here's by noon today, we'll pull in a little more cloud cover, and that chance for snow I was telling you about, well, it arrives early tomorrow morning. That's moving through so early tomorrow morning. This actually happens to be around 4 a.m. So you might even wake up tomorrow with just a little bit of a light dusting on your car, just enough to have to brush off there. A quiet weekend at that. We've got a chance for just a little bit of a breeze on Saturday with the passing of that front that's bringing the snow. And here's a look at what we could see for snow forecast, maybe a ½ an inch or so for central North Dakota. Again, not anything that's going to be necessarily concerning Dickinson. Here's your 3-day forecast. The average high today, 40 degrees. We're back into the mid-30s this weekend. Certainly going to get a lot of warming and a lot of melting over the coming days here. Good shot at some sunshine, and overnight lows will not be a dramatic dip at all. Here's the Williston Skycam and 3-day forecast. Looks like traffic moving pretty good. Of course, they didn't see a flake of snow from that system that moved through yesterday. We've got 30s there for the weekend, mid-30s in fact, so some good warming and some good melting of that snowpack. Minot, here's your 7-day forecast. In fact, what's going to happen here is we're just going to see a nice little pattern shift that brings in those warmer temperatures, and of course the higher sun angles that March brings us will give us some warmer temperatures as well. We ring in spring on Wednesday. I know a lot of folks who just cannot wait for that day because it just makes it feel a little warmer. And it actually will feel a little warmer this year, because this year spring is actually arriving with spring-like weather. We've had years past where that just wasn't the case. Here's the Bismarck 7-day forecast. The average high today, 40 degrees. We certainly will hit that into the next week, and then overnight lows are going to start getting warmer as well. And I even think let's go past this 7-day. Let's head into the next work week. I'm seeing a great signature for warming here. I'm seeing some more 40s and maybe even something a little warmer. So that's still really far out, and I specialize in 7 days, so I don't want to go too far. But I do see a good looking second half of March.
Well, and the 7-day looks good too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we
finally
like it.
can get out and enjoy walks, things like that. Thanks, Amber. When we return on Good Day Dakota, we've got your top stories.
Yeah, bill to outlaw sobriety check